Hello there. I'm very excited to connect with you and to make this video because I know that sometimes newsletters can seem impersonal, but yeah, I just want to take this opportunity again and again and again to thank you for the way that your unique gift, your generous gift makes a difference in the world. I truly see it as going on mission with you to experience, mission here at Northern Illinois University, because I couldn't be here without you. And because of that, it's as necessary, your part in this, as my part is. So I thank you again for your just generous donations and for your generous prayers. I had something I was reflecting on in the last handful of days, because the last month has been extremely packed with different events, which for me means each day spending lots of time preparing for Bible studies, discipleship meetings, planning logistics for events, putting on the events, leading, tearing down the events, preparing and giving presentations and talks, and going out on campus to share life with people. And it's been easy for me to think about these things as work. But I realized that, I was going through these last handful of weeks, that it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable work. But it's not enjoyable work for any other reason other than this realization here that I want to encourage you with as well. To be a missionary does not mean necessarily to give my whole self, my whole day, my whole week, my whole life to simply professing the word of God. Although that could be a beautiful and honorable vocation. It's easy, I think, to glorify the work of a missionary because it seems really idealistic to give my whole life, just like I give a job, myself to a job, to the work of Christ, leading Bible studies and stuff. But it's simply not the case. To be a missionary is much more simple. I could be a missionary and I could act as a missionary if somebody asks me how my week was, and all I say is, I didn't do too much. I went to church. Oh, that was good, but yeah, that's about it. That is sharing myself with this person. The way I think about it is, to be a missionary is to share my life, my identity as a son of God, with the people around me. And that doesn't necessarily mean changing people's lives with my arguments. That could also just mean living with somebody and loving them. And when the opportunity arises, share my life as a child of God. This is something you can do every single day. This is, I think, something that is attainable for everybody. Some missionaries are recognized for their ability to be a missionary within their homes, which is a very important part of life. To be missionaries to our children, if you have them, or to the people around us, to the people God's given us. And something as simple as speaking about the faith as if it's something that I live out, or at least try to live out. That's something that God can use. So I just want to encourage you, as you read through the rest of this article and all the other ones that I make myself, that this is not what a missionary looks like. This is what one form of a missionary looks like. Most missionaries go unseen. Most missionaries spend their whole lives being missionaries without maybe even many people recognizing it. But I just want to affirm you that at the very least, one thing you can say, after this life, is I was a missionary with my finances, and I was a missionary with my prayers, or I was a missionary with my curiosity, or I was a missionary with my love for a friend. These are beautiful things that I just want to encourage you with, especially as we get into this holiday season. It is true that there's nothing you can do to earn God's love. Nothing. And it's also true that we can respond to that love with love. And that response might look like thanking God, or it might look like wearing a cross, or it might look like praying for people. It might look a million different ways. So I just encourage you in your meditations this week, or at least, next week. I just encourage you to meditate on the question, Lord, what kind of missionary are you calling me to be? It's just in this moment of my life. Just in this moment of my life. What are you calling me to be as a missionary? I encourage you to just be bold, to not be afraid to ask God for what you want, and also to know that His will is better than ours. That's something I've been trying to do. I realize that my vision of a missionary is sometimes clouded with my own assumptions. But the more I've let go of my assumptions, the more I let go and let God, good things start to happen. So God bless you. I'm eager to connect again. Feel free to call. And know that I am literally praying for you every day. Literally. So yeah. I hope you have a good rest of your day, week, month. And I pray that I see you soon. If not, talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.